Yes, guys, Suki from BTS TV. I've got Tiffany Sam fresh off Sin City, but of course, she goes into peak week again tomorrow as she heads to Texas. Tiffany, how you doing?
Amazing. I feel great. This has been an amazing journey so far. This prep has been great. I have an amazing team behind me. I have a great coach, a great partner. It's been smooth. It's been smooth.
I mean, so smooth. You just told me before we started you dropped 5 pounds already
Yeah.
since your last show.
Yes. See, going into this show, it was more intentional by my coach and I to come in blasting full. Because my feedback has always been that I was very hard for the shows, and I've been panicking. It's like I don't want to come in hard anymore because I get really striated, and that was the one thing that we were trying to mitigate. But this time around, I've seen the top three at this Sin City Showdown, and they one of them was really hard. They were much harder than I was. See, structurally, size wise, etc., it's perfect. My physique is great. It was just a matter of conditioning with me. When I've met back with Steve as well, like a couple weeks ago, he told me the same thing. He said, "You have a great structure, great size. You don't need anything. It's just a matter of conditioning with you." And it's always been the case. So with Sin City Showdown, a lot happened. They put me in within the top three at first, and then they pushed me out. But the feedback was obviously I was very sad. I was very upset, very disappointed, because this is my best look. But in terms of the conditioning, it was not there. The feedback was incredible. I did not expect such a feedback. They were overwhelmed. The judges said that after prejudging, we couldn't stop talking about your look. It was crazy fullness. It was crazy density that you hold. How'd you get legs like that? So I was like, okay, well, I take that as a compliment. That's a win today. But a lot of people liked my look that day. A lot of people thought I deserved the top two. I think looking at the side by side photo with Rayani, I think I kind of match her look, but maybe the conditioning was not there. That's it, you know?
So you've already dropped 5 pounds since the
Yes,
weekend.
yes.
So do you have an idea about where you could be at weight wise versus, from Sin City to the Texas show, given the feedback from the judges was like, bring that condition, you've already got the
Right.
perfect shape, which of course that's the word that they used. Where do you think you're going to be at versus last weekend?
I think we're aiming for 138, 139 pounds peeled. Like
And you were last weekend you were at
I was at 145 pounds. Yeah.
145 and you're aiming so okay,
Yes.
7 pounds down.
Yes. Yes.
And that will bring an absolute that'll bring the peeled look that judges have been asking for.
Yes, definitely. Sorry about that.
It's
Yes,
all
they
right.
will. This is going to bring the look that they're looking for. Again, like I said, everything is there. It's just a matter of conditioning for me, you know?
Is it some of the same judges from Sin City to Texas, or is it different?
What was different?
Judges are some of the judges the same or different?
I think it's going to be different
Okay,
in Texas. I'm not sure what the judging panel is, and I don't care as much either. I care about bringing the look.
yeah, yeah.
I've done it once before. I've gone up seventh at the Olympia. I've brought the look they liked. I know what is needed to do. It's just that this year they set the standard. They like the softer look. We're trying to aim for that. It just doesn't work for me.
So you bring the look that they asked for next weekend at 138.
Yes,
Should that be enough then to secure that Olympia qualification for Vegas in
100%.
6 weeks' time?
100%. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. I'm so confident that I'm going to take this one. And if not, I will keep competing. I'll keep showing up. This is what the game requires of you. It's about showing up. It's about not giving up, you know? It's about who was the best on that stage today. It doesn't mean that you're not as great, you know? The title does not take away from your greatness.
Yeah.
It's just about showing up. That's what it is. I think a lot of people get lost in that wins and they start to discriminate. Like you placed there, therefore you're not as good. No, it's just on that day I didn't show up as I should have, and I will show up the next time. That's what it is.
So
That's a win.
you you say obviously that's the win. The win is showing up, what we're just looking for, bring in my all-time best. If it doesn't get the win, I go on to the next one, and so on,
Exactly.
so on.
Exactly.
If if you don't get the Olympic qualification, but you keep showing up and you are bringing the look that judges are looking for, but you miss out on the win, is that still a successful season for you, or is a success getting to the Olympia this year?
That's a tough question. Um, I thought about it actually many times before. And for me, the success is bringing the look that I like on that stage and my all-time best. Because every athlete out there has lost shows and has won shows. Does it make them a bad athlete? No. It's just on the day they didn't come in the way they should, or they competed against others. Maybe they were not, you know, the other one was better. It's just what it is. But it again, the win is bringing the look that you like, is showing up on stage at your all-time best and showcasing your best, and that is a win.
That's so
So,
funny. That's so funny you said that because Samson Dowder said something similar in regards to why people don't compete enough because, you know, they're afraid to lose. Just because they lose doesn't mean they're a bad competitor. It just means their best wasn't good enough on the day. So you show up
exactly,
next time and you just come back better and you come
exactly,
back better and you come back better. And that's it. That's bodybuilding. Most competitors are going to lose more than they win, but eventually, you know,
correct,
those L's aren't losing. You're learning to come back better the next time.
correct. Look, I have been through it all. I've been through adversity. I've gone from, well, you know that I'm Lebanese, right?
Of course, yeah, yeah.
Yes. So I come from a very tough culture, a culture that does not like what I do. Criticized me, judged me, followed me to the gym, took photos of me, sent it to my parents. I've gone through a lot with that. Moved out, left everything. I've sacrificed everything to be here for that, for the Olympia. And when I lost, it felt like I lost everything because I sacrificed so much for this. And it feels like I lost everything. But then I learned over time that failure is not, if you lose a show, you're not failing, it's a win. Failing is not losing. It's just another step forward. You learn your lesson. Now you know, okay, this is what I need to do to be better. In life, it's all about being better. There's no such thing as perfection. There's no such thing as being the best. It's just about being better. That's it. You get it?
Well, look, you've said that. The judges have told you what to bring. They say the shape's all there, just bring in that condition, and clearly it looks next weekend is exactly going to be that. The
Yes.
condition is going to be there,
Yes.
hard with the already the shape that you built. It should be enough. If not, you we should
I
we sh
think it should definitely be enough to get the Olympia qualification. There's nothing like for me when I look at my physique, the size is there, the hourglass shape is there. I've got glutes, I've got legs where it needs to be. It's just a matter of conditioning. And for me, when I get to 138 pounds, it's done. I'm taking it. For me, I'm winning. Regardless, I'm winning.
So
That's
let's look
it.
ahead then. Let's put in the universe that we see Tiffany at Olympia 2025. Let's keep with that positivity, knowing that you're bringing your all-time best next weekend. And we don't even need to look at another pro show. We're just talking about next weekend and
Yeah.
then the Olympia.
Yeah.
The judges have always said they love you. They said they were just talking about your physique last weekend.
Yes.
You know what that look could look like come next weekend. You see physique day in, day out. Where do you think that physique would rank in the Olympia lineup of the competition you've seen already?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. I think I rank in the top five. I definitely rank in the top five. Looking at the physique that will end at 138 pounds, it's going to be in the top five this year. I don't think I was better. I don't think I'm worse than when I was seventh 2 years ago. I also think that I progressed at such a fast pace compared to the other athletes. I go really fast with progression. Again, there's no lack of glutes, no lack of size anywhere. The proportions in my lower body from quad to glute to hams are perfect. My posing has gotten better. The only thing left is conditioning. So if I bring the conditioning and the look that they want, I'm in the top five this year, without a doubt.
Well, let's take that one step further then. They make that first call out, and it's you. You know, it's all the normal girls that we look at. Isa, the reigning champion, Eduardo, the Arnold's champion, Fran, the multiple time Olympia champion. We put them all in a lineup with yourself. We like giving judges headaches. Where do you feel that you'll give the judges the biggest headache when they see you next to the top girls? What poses do you think the judges end up looking at you more than your competition?
Where do you think they see me placing in the
Where,
top five? Where do you
the pose, so going through the poses, which is there a certain pose, is there something that you bring to the stage where they are seeing that is better than the competition that you're in?
look? I love Francile's look. She's one of my greatest ones. I love Isa's look as well. Um, but I think for me, my front shot beats them. In my opinion, I think it beats them. And I think the back shot has improved tremendously that it can stand with them on that lineup. It can stand against them. For me, I beat them. It's that simple. In my eyes, I beat them. In my eyes, I will always beat everyone. It's what it is. So the headache is yes, the front shot beats them the most.
I mean, you saying that you beat them, and they're of course the previous Olympia champions, and you telling me that you're aiming for top five. I mean, saying that, it sounds like
Well,
you
I
believe you can
am
actually win it.
I'm definitely aiming for the top five this year. But in my eyes, when I'm because obviously I have gone really backwards from Olympia 2024 to this year. I've gone last place Olympia 2024. I came up with my worst physique ever. So to skyrocket back, I have to do such a crazy improvement, right? I will definitely say in my eyes, when I look at my density, the density that I hold and the structure that I hold, it's much more advanced than these girls. But with what the judges are looking for wellness, it's tricky.
Yeah.
It's tricky right now. So they are definitely looking for the softer look, not too striated, not too muscular. So with that, it depends what they're looking for. But in my eyes, I beat them. I'm much more advanced than them.
I tell you what, it would be an absolutely Olympia historic moment if after 2024, where you placed, and then 2025, you
Yeah.
jump all the way to challenge the top girls. I mean, that is a historic moment
Yes.
showing everybody that anything is possible. You can easily change
For sure. 100%.
what
I've
happened.
seen it. I've seen it. I've seen that happen. Some girls going back and then they just skyrocket to sixth place, seventh place at the Olympia. They've done crazy improvements and they will be rewarded for that. For me, when I look at wellness, I think what should be rewarded is because it was originally created. If we're going to think of it, everyone thinks of it as a Brazilian build, right? The
Yeah.
density and all that. This is what people like to see. They like to see that the density, the size, the hourglass shape, and the conditioning at once. That's what makes it such like an incredible division, right? So for me, I think that's what should be rewarded. And I think I bring that.
You have really, really strong self-belief. Something I rarely see in a lot of female competitors I've interviewed. So where does this self-belief come from where you have such strong belief in yourself to achieve something great? Where has that instilled from? Because you just talked about the fact that in your culture, it's deemed it's deemed, you know, a sin to do what you're doing.
Yes.
Has that played
Yeah.
a part in this belief
That's
that you have yourself?
I honestly that's what I faced all my life, the adversity. It was crazy. It was a lot of bullying. It was my family going against what I was doing. They couldn't comprehend it. Why are you doing this? Um, and I've always thought that I had just crazy work ethic at the gym that I wouldn't want to waste that potential to go away. I've always believed in my abilities, yes. And seeing how my body was progressing was not normal. When I was natural, it was crazy. You know what I mean? So going into that, it's incredible. I think I've always been a rebellious child where when I want something, I'll get it. That's who I am. And so that still carries on to the Olympia. When I want that, I'm still gonna get it. I didn't get it yet, it doesn't mean I'm not gonna get it. The Olympia is waiting. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna take my title. I have a story to tell that's much more inspiring than a lot of people. A lot of people. I have faced so much adversity and I continue to face that. And that still doesn't stop me from believing in myself and from knowing that I can get to the top and even win the Olympia. It's coming.
So you believe 100% in your heart ahead, one day
Yes,
you will be the Miss Olympia
yes,
Wellness.
yes. Someone that sacrifices so much to be here, to do this, to stand in front of all this judgment and be like, it doesn't matter what you say. I believe in myself. There's no way that this is going to lose. With my work ethic, you can't deny my work ethic is one of the greatest at the gym. It's one of the best at the gym. I inspire not only wellness girls, open bodybuilders, classic guys, including training experts, are inspired by my work. I don't think anyone gets that kind of inspiration on a daily basis. Inspiring the many instead of just that one division. I know it's coming. It's waiting for me. I
Do,
cannot
do,
wait for that day.
do you believe that, like, if you were to achieve that, that would that would shift some of the medieval thinking of some of these cultures, like Lebanese culture, where they frown upon people, stepping on stage in a bikini or even board shorts or trunks. There are many cultures like that around the world. Do you think if
I
you were to wear it, that could be a huge
Yes,
shift in thinking for those people who would be afraid to speak out about, I want to do that, but I'm too
yes.
afraid?
It's already started. I've already got a lot of Lebanese girls on my team that face that, and still they're pushing through it, and they have incredible physiques. My clients, they have incredible physiques that I know they can do amazing when they go on stage later on. I do believe that having, because obviously I'm the only female Lebanese that has ever gone to the Olympia. I don't know, I've never heard of another Arab woman who has done that yet. That can inspire a lot of Arab women to follow after my footsteps. That is one of my goals. Yes, definitely. I have a big goal with that. I have a big goal to turn heads around and be like, hey, you can also do this. You can also believe in yourself. You just need a little bit of belief and just keep taking one step forward after the other. Take it by the day. I know how hard it is. I've been there.
The Olympia have had many Olympia winners across all divisions, but there's not been too many Olympia winners where they've opened the doors to new territories or new countries
Yeah.
to show them what bodybuilding is. And clearly that is an opportunity for you. And I say, should you win the Olympia title, you believe one day it's going to happen. You will win the Olympia title. So clearly that that could put you in a very iconic position as a Olympia champion that really does open
Yes.
doors and show what's possible to those territories but that bodybuilding is currently alienated.
Yes. I agree. I believe I can do that. I know that it's already happening as we're speaking. It's already. Lebanese people are already starting to look up to me a lot for what I'm doing. They know my story. It's such a small country that everyone knows everyone's business, and they already know my story. They already know what has happened to me and how I surpassed that and gone to here. And I'm here today. I believe anything is possible. Yeah, I've been there. That's why nothing can stop me. I've gone through the worst.
I think that's a great place to end it. Tiffany, I thank you so much for your time. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next weekend. You're already 5 pounds down. God knows what's going to happen over the next week, and God knows how wild this condition is going to look on
Yeah.
stage with the physique you already showcased the previous weekend at the Sin City. So I'm going to wish you the very best of luck. I do 100% hope we see you at the Olympia, and then of course,
Thank
yeah,
you.
that showdown between yourself and the other girls is going to be epic.
Thank you. I appreciate it.